Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Train to the End of the World, episode 6. And if you're wondering, that noise, that's my fan going on right above me, so, if you're wondering. And now we're halfway through this really great show. Halfway through now, episode 6. And two things, well, the two main things, right? Okay. First of all, just addressing the elephant in the room, where, okay, getting with the dog, Pochi. Now, with this episode, of course, we're suspecting, it makes me suspect that the dog may possibly die. You know, it's setting up a red flag that, okay, they say that he's not feeling well. He threw up, right? But it may be just a natural thing because he said he's like about 12, 13 years old, you know. But if any cases of anyone dying, I was suggesting that it's going to be the dog, because yeah, he said he was not feeling well. You know, he's up there in age, so you know possibly he may not make it through this journey, and maybe it's a possibility because if anything I've learned when a dog died, you know, I'm sure it's going to be very gut wrenching when the dog dies, you know, but when the time comes when the dog's gonna die, though. But what I learned was from the in this so-called positive type world, right? But like from School Live. School Live was that zombie series, which basically this had zombies in it, you know, in this episode. But in that show, it was very emotional when the dog on that show died, you know. You know how it was much more smaller puppy dog, right? When it got bit, it became infected. When they tried to cure it, you know, he came back to his old self, though. But the thing is, though, sadly, it was just too late for it, though. You know, it was a very heart-wrenching scene, you know, when that dog died, you know. So, if anything I've learned from School Live. Maybe possibly in this, the dog may die though. Like, it's setting of like red flags. Like, okay, yeah, but maybe it'll be a shocker that he actually he may live through the series. Who knows though? But like I say, he's up there, and they said he's up there in age, and he threw up though. But I think it's like an average full of regular dogs. Now, when it comes to the zombie scenes, like, okay, when Shizuru got attacked by the zombies, you know, like, okay, Pochi bit one of the zombie arms, right? Yeah, he bit and he has the blood. Well, we didn't see no blood though, because maybe just like dry. Like he said, it was like it was like beef jerky, right? But of course, he made the argument when later on, when the zombie queen, this child, tried to give like, oh, here, you have something to eat, and like one zombie just tore off its arm and tried to give it to the dog, and the dog was like, you know, turned its head away. So you may say, oh, it refused it though, but still, he went to bit the arm earlier though. So that's one thing to say about it, Pochi though, right? So we'll have to see though, but it's like the very possibility they're throwing at us though. But hey, he may actually live through the series. Who knows though? But I'm just taking that into considerable thought though now. Now the thing is though, now the whole thing with Shizuru now. After this episode, like her opinion on me changed now. I'm like, her personality is just bitchy now, because in the very first episode they established that why Yoka went to Ibukuru in the first place, right? And they said that the quick flashback, like, oh, she fought with Shizuru, right? And she hasn't seen her since, right? Yeah, we get flashbacks of here and there before that though, but here we get the full flashback of why she left. No, yeah, it was a fight though, but we didn't get the full understanding of the fight. Basically, in the flashback where Shizuru is talking with Yoka, and Yoka's just talking about her dream, you know, what she wanted to do with her life, you know. So she's talking to Shizuru. She said she has this dream that she wants to study the stars, basically astronomy, right? She wants to study the universe, the planets, basically the stars, right? She wants to study astronomy, right? So She wants to be this this skilled astronomer. And Shizuru, yeah, okay, maybe she didn't. Maybe they did it intentionally though, but that's not an excuse. It's like, hey, that's a dream of yours. You basically, instead of you should have said this instead. It's like, oh, you want to? That's your goal in life. Okay, you want to do that? Go for it. Go for it. I will support you. You're my friend. If that's your dream you want to do, go for it. But no, she doesn't do that though. She says basically, oh, you want to do that? Basically that's just too much of a that's too far of a reach. I mean, where are you gonna afford all the money to study, wherever in college or whatever, to study from, or how are you gonna afford this, or you're not gonna be able to afford or be. So that's basically that dream is too far a reach, basically. Yeah, she was saying she wasn't saying in a mean tone. It was like, oh, just I'm like it's like me. Okay, let's say if I wanted a dream job, right? And they say, hey, I got admitted to it. I got accepted, right? I'm sure my family will be to congratulate me. Hey, that's a great job, And it's like, okay, how are you gonna afford this? Do you have the money to pay for it, right? Or no? Instead of being positive and supportive, she was basically being negative. It's like, hey, this is too big of a dream for you, basically. And they basically kind of hurt because she let go of the leash that she was walking Pochi, right? She let go of the leash. He runs away, and now Yoka got upset and she ran away from him. And she hasn't seen her, and from then on, she hasn't seen her since then. And so basically, it is Shizuru's fault, basically. And she was also just being so pushy with her friends. He was like, hey, you guys didn't have to. She's been saying this regularly through the series, like, hey, you guys didn't have to come along with me, I wanted to go by myself. You guys didn't have to go along. I mean, Jesus, like, you're just acting really bitchy now, okay? Her personality on this for me is now just flipped on me now because of this episode. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a really great episode. Don't get me wrong, with the writing, everything, how this was written, it's still a great episode regardless, though. But just made me think, it's like, oh, she's acting now bitchy, and now because of this, she wants to go walk on her own. She wants to go off on her own, Hey, even though he's like, even though her friends were calling her out on this, they say, hey, even though you didn't intentionally do it, you're still responsible for it now. Although, yeah, maybe Shizuru and the friends did not know that Yoka pushed the 7G button, right? But only us the viewers know, though. But it's like, hey, if she hadn't told her off on that, then the world would have been, and she would not run off, and the whole world would have been fine still, right? So basically, it is all her fault. Basically, it's her fault that the world went to shit because of her. So, and then she says, go off her own. Even the dog Pochi follows her, and even still, he's like Pochi, you don't have to come with me. But still. And then being back with the three girls, they meet with the supply truck from the first episode, right? They meet with the supply truck and talking to the guy with the eye patch who delivered from the first episode. And I was asking where she would have went off to, and this is dangerous this time in this area because zombies. And now we get full. Hey, let's just. This whole world is whacked up as it is. Let's just throw in zombies for extra good measure, right? So they're in this forest. The zombies are attacking her. The Pochi bites into one arm, but then there's this one zombie. This basically this high school zombie girl calls herself Kuroki. Yeah, Kuroki. Yeah. She's the only one that can talk. That can talk normally. Tells the zombies what to do. Basically, it brings it to her place. She's a zombie queen, so she's the only one who can talk normally to communicate with the others. So she's asking, "Who are you? Where are you from?" And she's like spraying like air freshener, I guess, on the zombies. I guess I'm like, isn't that kind of good? It's still got their rotting flesh, so isn't that not gonna help. So. And then with the girls, they're trying to the girls trying to find her, So, but yeah, but once again, really great episode. I think it's possibly the best one of the episode of the series so far, though. Since we're halfway through, But just like two things. Besides the zombies were encountered, okay, it's cool, Might as well just throw in zombies in the mix in this world, right? But the initial death flag that possibly is that Pochi's may end up going, right? Of what they were saying, so possibly the red flag of Pochi may be going, but the whole big issue is that of Shizuru's personality. I'm like, you know what, yeah, you may not have did it intentionally or directly though, but you are responsible for it, because if it wasn't you just supporting your friend, hey, that's your dream, hey, you do what you want, it's your life. You do what you gotta do. I'm your friend, I'll support you. What your goal is, right? But no, she's gonna say, "Oh, that's just yeah." Okay, you may make the argument because maybe that she didn't want to lose her friend, because she's basically the friend she really liked, and maybe she didn't want her to leave her, right? Maybe you can make that argument though. Maybe that's why she was saying it, but still. It just made me just like it. Oh, because not only tell me that, our friends are calling her out on this stuff, and say, hey, once again, she says, you guys didn't have to come with me in the first place. So it just makes her real bitchy now. Still, but I guess that's still on good writing and good on the show itself, So yeah, but just. And with the death of the red flags and zombies, and which was basically Shizuru basically being the one being responsible, basically. I mean, if you hadn't said those things to her, she probably would have stayed there and then would not press the 7G button, probably. So basically, the world fucked up is basically your fault, basically, because for being selfish. Yeah, listen, you may not said it intentionally, though, but guess what? It was her. That's how you lose friends, basically. That's how you lose friends with that bitchy attitude, That's how you lose friends. So, but yeah, but still, really great episode regardless, though, so. That's episode 6 of Train to the End of the World. It's been a really great show, It's... After watching this episode, it's hard for me to decide, which one is the best one of the season. I mean, Kaiju number 8 is great. So is Go Go Loser Ranger, which, like I said, that episode 5 got delayed though. So, but still, it's just been it's been a really great season so far. And yeah, and with Mission Yosakura Family has been really fun over the top as well though. So, but no, I know that one is not the best one I've watched though. I mean, I'm just kind of thinking, Go Loser Ranger is great, and with its characters and stuff, right? And especially the twists as well. But I was debating either Train to the End of the World or Kaiju number 8. It's really hard, because those have been really great shows. But those have been such great shows this season I've watched, though. But we're halfway there. Let's see what's going. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more, and we'll see you next time. Later.